What do you think? Look at all this freaking French toast. I won't eat all this. Cooking with Coach Andrew. We're gonna make some French toast. I told you I'd make another video. I told you it'd build upon the last video. The last video was one of those, how do I lose weight, get leaner, build muscle. This is branching into that. And I figured rather than just sit in front of the board talking, I'd make some food. So we're making French toast. Andrew, French toast isn't healthy for you. How do you eat French toast and get leaner, gain muscle? Well, you sub out all the stuff that you typically make French toast with some better options. What I'm opening up right here is the buttload of egg whites that I get from Costco. We're gonna use 2 of these things to make my French toast. So we're also gonna use some regular bread. Why are we using regular bread, not like whole grain brownberry, I think it's brownberry, or those giant pieces? If you look at the nutrition label, per piece, 70 calories. I'm gonna end up making this whole thing because I eat this over the course of the week. You look at the egg whites, on the back of it, it's 25 per serving. Over the course of the whole bottle, it's 250 calories, which is the equivalent of eating 4 whole eggs. So because you're eliminating the yolk, I'm not here telling you the yolk is bad. I'm here telling you that the yolk has a lot of calories in it. And when you eat more, if you eat the whole egg, you can eat less eggs. So you eat just the egg whites, you can eat more eggs. See how that works? You eat more eggs, you're more full. Keep the calories low is the goal. So I put the 2 things of egg whites in there. We're up to 500 calories in the bowl. Step 2, I take 10 packets of Splenda. Why do I take 10 packets of Splenda? Because I want it to be sweet when I'm done with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 5 at a time. You do one of those things you used to do with the Kool-Aid packets. You shake it down, and in goes the Splenda. And you can use any sort of sweetener. But why do I use Splenda? I use Splenda because no calories in Splenda. Is it good for you? I don't care. It's got no calories. 10 packets of Splenda. Next up, cinnamon, a buttload. So I just put a bunch of cinnamon in there. Doesn't really matter because I got this at Costco. This thing was like $8 and there's not even a dent made in it yet. So there's a bunch of cinnamon in there. I'll probably put more in at some point. No calories in cinnamon. So grand total number of calories in the entire thing, which is probably gonna last me a week, depending on how much Alexis eats, is 500 calories, all from egg whites. I'm gonna stir it with a whisk, and I'm gonna turn this on just so it's warm by the time we get going. Stir this until it looks like the whole thing is brown. The cinnamon's nice and ingrained into the egg whites. There's a nice frothy top on there. And I'll mix it again at some point. So I'm gonna need to save this. Because I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna put this right here so I don't get the counter all dirty. I'm over here, forgot I have my special little ladle that I also use. Okay, so this thing's great. Got it at Target and it was like 20 bucks. And rather than making 3 pieces of toast at a time, I can make 6. I ate raw eggs for basically a year because I was convinced I wanted to save some time. I've since found out that I can just do stuff like this. So is this stuff healthier than whole grain bread? It's like, I don't freaking care. It's got less calories. 70 calories, throwing it on in. So you dip it, throw it over. Now I messed up already because if you don't put on the oil, it ends up being impossible to flip. So I put the oil on, and I bring this guy on over so I don't get this crap everywhere, and it's cooking, making some French toast. Flip it, throw it on the griddle. I'm gonna make 6 pieces at once. Flip it, throw it on the griddle. Just a couple times. So all we're doing here is we are introducing our 70 calorie pieces of toast, bread, to the mixture of egg whites, Splenda, cinnamon. Hanging out in there. I don't need to put any more in there yet. Just mix it up a little more. Get the cinnamon all up and around there. Now those have been sitting on there for a minute. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm taking the egg white mixture and I'm putting it up on top of the toast. Check it out. You know what this does? Adds protein. What is protein good for? Protein's good for building muscle. But when we're looking to get leaner and not eat as many calories, because I told you it's already like rather low in calories, being not yolk infused eggs, the protein keeps you full for a longer period of time. It's a satiating deal. Also, it has a thermic effect. So the more protein you eat, the more calories you burn without doing anything. Flips pretty quick. I was in a foods class when I was in high school. I took foods because I like cooking. And I also took woods. I took all the classes, you know. But in foods, my teachers, don't cook it too fast, too hot. You're going to ruin the eggs. Oh my God, the world's over. And I was like, you think I'm going to spend 20 minutes over a freaking stove making eggs? Because for whatever reason, it's like it tastes the same. I cook it faster. I eat faster. Spend less time doing it. I'm eating this so I can touch it. All right. So on here, and I won't know the total number of calories until I'm done making all the toast, because I got to figure it out per piece in relation to the eggs. But I've come out to thinking that per piece of French toast, it's about 110 calories, 110. 70 of them come from the bread, which is typically just all carbs, maybe 1 gram of protein. I'm not trying to burn this on video. That would be upsetting. So flip them over one time again. This is Kevin Neal's favorite meal. He loves when I send him the Snapchats of my French toast. So I do that, flip them over. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. I'm not trying to be silly here. And that's all there is to it. Flip it, looks done. They're brown. There's 3 pieces there. This is what I call a breakfast. So ends up being about, for me, 600 calories. It's going to be super filling. Yeah, now that's getting a little bit hot. We're going to go round 2 here. So again, in between everything, be sure you spray it down, or else you're going to have a hell of a time trying to flip those guys over. Egg whites are cold. My fingers are freezing. And we're going back to load it up like a sponge. We got SpongeBob SquarePants over here, and he's craving water. We're not giving him water, we're giving him egg whites. SpongeBob Buff Pants. You just don't want to burn it. When it burns, it tastes like butt. Don't want to eat butt. Here you go. You can see. Voila. 6 pieces. That looks great. That's what the inside of the bowl looks like. Just looks like I cook for Alexis because she doesn't cook for herself. She doesn't know how. She doesn't care to. It's completely cool. I like to cook for her, but through my trial and error, I've become a cook. I got enough for about 6 more, which will kill the loaf, minus the ends. The ends aren't good for anybody. Maybe for this dog. Can't play with the dog now when I'm making food. No dog playing. I don't want dog food. Dog hand food. I'm going to take what's left of this, and I'm going to SpongeBob it. Water! Saigon cinnamon. Yeah, it's like a super fine, I guess I know what it means. It just means super fine cinnamon. Got 18 pieces of French toast here. We had 500 calories worth of egg whites. So it was about 15 grams of protein per slice of French toast. So you're looking at, you eat 3 pieces, you get 45 grams of protein. You eat 4 pieces, you get 60 grams of protein. And if it's like about 120 calories per piece of French toast, you're looking at anywhere from 360 to 480 calories per meal of freaking French toast, mostly made up of protein. Carbs aren't bad for you. You're crazy if you think carbs are bad for you. You're crazy if you think white bread is bad for you. It's just, this is a vessel for holding protein today. That's it. What do you think? Look at all this freaking French toast. I won't eat all this. So I'll have like 5 pieces today. I'll have 5 pieces tomorrow. Maybe Alexis will have some for lunch when she comes home. But the secret to this now is these guys. So you go out to breakfast or you have like your typical maple syrups, and if you look at this guy, 1/4 cup, 0 calories. Do I believe you? I don't believe you. Sugar-free Miss Butterworth's, 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. So then everyone puts butter on their pancakes or their waffles or their French toast. For some reason, you look at a bag of spray butter, it says 0 calories. Do I believe you? I don't believe you either. But if you're spraying it, I say it's like 2 or 3 calories per spray. Thing is, I'm enjoying my breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever meal I'm having, whatever you're putting your butter on, whatever you're putting you don't feel like you're keeping yourself from anything. So if it's, I'm eating oatmeal and it doesn't have any taste, and oh my God, I had oatmeal yesterday and I'm gonna have oatmeal tomorrow. It's like after ever so long of that, you're gonna wanna eat something bad, and you crush a box of Frosted Flakes with milk and you're 3,000 calories in the hole. And then because it's all freaking sugar, you're gonna be hungry again in 2 hours. And then what are you gonna do? You know, well, I already cheated, so because I cheated, I can just cheat again, and I'll start back up tomorrow on my oatmeal. But you already put yourself back a couple days because you had 10,000 calories in crap food. So high protein, high volume, low calorie, that's what you wanna do. Do it. Figure out little tips and trade secrets. These are a couple of mine. I like the low calorie options over here, the Splenda. If you don't like Splenda, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But that's all I got. I made some French toast. Let me know what you think. Coach Andrew in the kitchen. Bye.